Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we are going to talk about my 6 raised garden boxes that I built right here on the channel a year ago. I'm going to give you an update on that, what I'm doing this year in terms of the soil and the compost and all that good stuff. And we're going to be getting to that next, right here on Drink, Smoke, Build. Take 942. You say hi, Mr. Waffles? Mr. Waffles, you gonna say hi? Somebody likes to follow me around while I'm filming. 93,000 miles. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today I'm going to be going through and showing you the 6 garden boxes that I built last year and what I'm going to be doing to them this year to prepare them for this summer's and fall's harvest. So first, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what's in them now with the cover crop that we have in them, and then go from there. So as you guys can tell, I have the remnants of my greenhouse that I put up, which eventually collapsed. I think I've got some photos of that I can show here. But you can also see that it took down the trellising whenever, or at least part of it, whenever the canopy collapsed as well. I still have some cover crops growing. Now, these really weren't intentional. I mean, they were, but I didn't plant them last fall. I just let everything that was in there go to seed. I'm not going to disturb the soil, but I am going to be cutting them off at the root and laying them over, and then putting more compost, and then eventually topsoil. As you guys see here, I've got 2 tons of topsoil that I picked up from the dirt store a couple of days ago. I'll go ahead and show you guys the struggles of trying to get this off the truck and me breaking some tie downs here now. We have 1 ton of topsoil in our pickup, and I want to get it out, and I don't want to have to spend the hour and all of the labor to shovel it out since I don't have a backhoe or anything. So I rigged up a whole bunch of tie downs and strapped it to a tree, and hopefully using this method I'll be able to slowly drive off and dump all of the dirt right there in place. So we're going to go ahead and try that now.
Tarp!
Well, I figured it was failing, and I might as well go for broke. We'll go back to the shovel method and try this again a different way next time. So that ended up not working. We tried a 3rd time, and we ended up just raking the rest of the dirt out of the bed. Well, we got that all completed and piled up, and we went ahead and made another run to the dirt store, and we picked up 2 more tons this time in the 3/4 ton, if you want to show them that. And we are about to get back home with it, and I have strapped underneath the tarp and the dirt and everything now, so that when we do pull on those straps, it will be pulling from underneath and pull up and over, and hopefully pull out the dirt without much of a fight and without ripping the tarp, since we are using tie downs instead of the tarp to connect it to. So once we get home, we'll hook everything up and we'll go from there. Take 942. So as you can see, I was not able to get the dirt off of the truck using that method. I will definitely rig up something better with much stronger tow straps next time. But as for now, we just raked it off the back of the truck. That really didn't take all that long, about a half hour to get it all raked off onto the tarp down here. And we will be using that to, again, top the compost, which is actually under a little bit of topsoil. I put about 2 inches or so of topsoil on top of my compost pile to kind of help move it along and help things decompose. And I will be putting that in first and then the topsoil on top of that. Now, as you guys could tell with my beds, I did not fill them all the way up last year, mainly because of the cost of putting another ton of dirt in there really wasn't necessary, and because I wanted some room for some compost for this year. So we're going to directly put some compost on top of this cover crop after we hack it down, and then put topsoil on top of that and probably bring it pretty close to the edge, maybe as far away as 3 inches from the top of the box. But gonna have more soil in here, gonna get better sunlight to the seedlings when they come up. So that's the plan on the garden boxes, you guys. I am not going to be doing all that right now on camera for you guys. I'm gonna get to that over the next few days, but I wanted to give you an update of what I was doing on the garden boxes and get that posted. Also, I will be going through and fixing the trellising as well and getting that all back up, at least the wood part of it. I won't run string through it until probably midway through the summer, or maybe even close to the end of the summer, as things start to get too big for the bed. But as of right now, we are just going to get the boxes topped off and get our plants planted here within the next few days. But I also wanted to talk to you guys today about some of the other projects that I've got planned for the channel. So I'm going to switch positions and show you guys what we've got going on with the vehicle flips that I teased to you guys a few months ago. So we'll take a walk over here and light this puppy up. So I apologize for the noises. It is just a typical weekday here in the middle of Oklahoma City. We've got 2 different lawnmowers, 2 different roofs being re-roofed, constant air traffic, and it's windy. So I apologize for all the background noise. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough that you guys can hear me. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I have picked up here over the last few months, and the issues that I have with them, and what I plan on doing with them in the future. So first, as you guys remember, the S10, it has been a staple of the channel since I started it, and it doesn't run again. About the end of last summer, about August or so. It's quit working on me as I was driving down the street. You gonna say hi, Mr. Waffles? Mr. Waffles, you gonna say hi? Somebody likes to follow me around while I'm filming. But anyway, the S10 stopped running as I was driving it down my street. I downshifted it and it just turned off and would not start again. I was thinking maybe a clogged catalytic converter, but I'm not sure, and I don't really have time to mess with it, and I've got another work truck to replace it, which I'll talk about here in a minute. This purchase, this is actually one of the last ones that I purchased, but this is a 2000 Monte Carlo that has quite a bit of damage. I'm not going to reveal a whole lot about this one today. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's going to be something crazy. It's not going to be a typical like fix and flip, because it's really not worth a whole lot and probably can't make a whole lot off of it unless I parted it out. So more than likely I will be turning this into something kind of crazy and fun just for the channel. This over here, 2008 Chevy Uplander that I bought to repair and give to my wife as a kid hauler, grocery hauler, soccer mom type setup. And then I bought this Suburban specifically to pull the motor out of it and put in that Suburban. Turns out the motor on this one is bad as well. Not as bad as that one. I think I can have this one rebuilt. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But the long and the short of it is, this is going to be a while before I do anything to this or that, or this, or that, or that. What I'm going to be focusing on here in the next few videos and the next car series that I do is the 94 Chevy 3/4 ton Cheyenne C2500 two-wheel drive with the believe the 4-bolt 350 in it, heavy duty rear end, heavy duty suspension, 8-bolt hubs. With only 93,000 miles, she still has lots and lots of miles in her. As you guys can tell, I am sanding her down to get her repainted. I actually finished sanding this thing down except for this panel on the bed, the tailgate, and the top of the door, because I wanted to do this on video. So not in this video, but in the next video, I will have a update on this truck and get it prepped to paint and hopefully painted right here in the next video. But again, that's for the next video. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not, maybe, but as for now, it's really the only reliable vehicle that I have, and I can do work with it like pick up topsoil for the garden beds. But as you can tell here, I have completely sanded down this side. Now, this is just the first sand to get all of the paint and most of the primer off. I knew that it was going to you know, patina up, and that's no big deal. I will go through with a finer sanding disc and completely smooth it over all the way around. After I pull all the trim off and restore the trim, clean up the bumpers, paint the wheels, then we'll go through the last sand and get it painted. But that's for the next video. So there you go, guys. That's basically the update of what we've got going on. Garden boxes are going to be the next video after this truck. You're gonna see me go through, get all that dirt in, get all my compost in, and plant. That'll be in the video after the truck video. The truck video will be coming out before that. And then the chickens, back in the dog run. I think the main thing that you guys could see that has changed since the last time I updated you is that I did put a piece of, not a piece, several pieces of hardware cloth up to keep the chickens from jumping out. We will most definitely be getting an update on them here in a future video as well, so make sure you watch out for that. My wife is planning on hatching eggs and selling the chicks, so definitely keep an eye out for that. That'll be here in probably 3 or 4 videos. All right, much love, you guys. Thank you for joining me today on the update on everything that's going around here. And we will see you in the next video where I take this beast and get it all prepped and then paint it and make it look like it was brand new. Much love, you guys. Billy D puffing on out of here. See you in the next video. Don't forget to smash on that like button and hit that subscribe button. Considering I've broken close to 7 or 8 straps so far, I think we're going to take a break on this project and try to engineer something better for the next time that we go to do this.